we are making progress, and at this point we want to customize the header section here and the footer section here. So let's start from the header section. Now from the header section we have the top bar section and then the main header. So how do you modify the various sections that we have here? Whether to disable some parts or to modify them, you have to go to the dashboard and go to the themes settings. So this is the theme settings. Then we go to header. So you can customize everything pertaining to the header at this section. Let's start with the top bar. The top bar is the one that is located here, the very top here. And here we can either show it or hide it. And since the information on the top bar here are almost the same that are on the header itself, we may choose to hide it or turn it off. In any case, if you think you can place some links here so that they lead to certain pages or certain product categories, you can choose to do that. So in my case, I want to disable the top bar. So I click on off and save changes. The next is whether to enable or disable the logo. And the logo plays an important role on every website, so we may leave it enabled. And there's an option here for us to either enable or disable the function that the website should show a separate logo for handheld devices or otherwise. So we can just leave it as it is to apply the default settings. And here we can choose various header styles that will be the header for the website. If we select a particular header here, whether header version 1, version 2, 3 or 4, then that will be the default header, so that whichever page at all that is visited on a website, that will be the one to show. However, even on the page levels, we can choose specific headers for them. For instance, we've selected that the header for this home page by default should be the header 1, but we can equally customize it and choose which one we deem appropriate. And as to whether we want to enable sticky header or disable it, by default sticky header has been disabled. If we go to our website and we scroll down, you realize that the header is missing now as we scroll downwards. It's only visible when we scroll up. So if we enable sticky header here, save changes, and refresh our website, the sticky header will be applied. It works in a way that if we scroll down, wherever we scroll to, the header will be made stagnant. It will be sticky, as the name implies. So we can choose to either enable it or disable it per our own discretion. We can choose to leave these ones by default. The other section here is the middle here, the search bar that is located up here. And we see there's a placeholder here that what are you looking for? That is the same information we have here. So we can insert a different text altogether. Something like search our website, search for our products, or anything at all that will prompt customers to do a search if they want to. We can type that here, and that's what will now be displayed in the middle here. There's also an option below this which enables users to see the products they are searching for in real time before they even finish searching for it. And that is the live search. Now it is off. So once it is off now, when someone tries to type something like shirts, until the person presses enter, no result will be shown. But what if the system can show results as the user types, so that he can even select those that show up before he even finishes and presses enter? We can enable that one here, enable live search. So you click on. Let's save changes and see how this works. So let's refresh our website so that the changes will be reflected. And now let's try to search for shirts. So as we start typing, we've just typed 2 letters, but you can see a whole lot of results that have appeared here. Apparently, this is just 2 letters SH, meaning that all these products have the letters SH. in their product names. And it's very good because it enables your customers to be able to search the websites, the products available as quickly as possible. And if we complete the word shirts, you can see that all the shirts that are on the website will appear, so that the user can just select which one they are looking for, such as this one, and to have the products that they are looking for displayed for them. So that is the function of the live search. So we can choose to enable it, and it is a good idea to enable the live search. We can choose to leave all the other settings by default since they are really required. The next is to target the logo section, to upload a logo. And it is recommended that you get a logo from a professional graphic designer. But in this tutorial, we are going to use a temporary logo. So I'm going to use an online tool to create a logo, to remove the background of the logo, and to resize it to the dimension that is required by the theme. But how do I know the dimensions? If I attempt to upload a logo, the recommended dimensions will be shown. So I go to the dashboard, then Appearance, and go to Customize. To know the recommended dimensions, I go to Site Identity in attempt to upload a logo. Click on Select Logo, and it tells me that suggested image dimensions is 117 by 31 pixels. So I have to have a logo by this recommended dimensions. The online tool we are going to use to create the logo is Canva. So let's go to canva.com to create a temporary logo. Then you hover over Templates, and then you go to Business and click on Logo. Here are some logo templates that can be used. So I'll scroll down till I find a desired logo template that I can use. So I've spotted this one because of the shopping cart that is here. It's going to be good for e-commerce websites. So I click on this to customize it with my website name. And since my website name is my store, I'll have the name too as such. Having attained the desired results, I download my logo. So I want to remove the background color from this logo. Open a new tab, and we are going to use a tool, an online tool called Remove Background, so that we can use that. So you can either drag and drop here or select the file. So by clicking on Upload, it takes me to where I can select that. So I select it, and it automatically removes the background for me. So the next is to download it. The last thing to do to the image is to resize the image. Go to resizeimage.net. So we have to upload the image you've downloaded right now. You have to crop this image. Click on Crop. Then here you have to remember the recommended dimension, which is 117 by 31. So we enter that 117 and 31. And then we click on Resize Image and download it. Now it is ready to be used in the website project. So let's go to where we were. Upload files. Then you choose the logo you just resized. Select. Since you've already entered the recommended dimensions, you can skip the cropping and click on Publish. If we refresh the website or reload it, we would see the logo. Let's now move to the footer section. The footer section starts from this area down to the very bottom. So let's customize it. Go to the dashboard, Theme Options, and then Footer. So all those that we see here are those located here that you can modify one after another. So let's start with these icons. These are the names of the icons, and these are the corresponding statements or sentences under them, as we can see here. So the first one is a security icon, and the statement is 100% payment secured. Security icon here, 100% payment secured. So it's now up to our own discretion whether to leave these or to remove them. In the first place, we have almost the same icons up here. But as they are located at the footer section here, it means that every page will have these contents. So if you choose to keep these, you can keep them. Whatever you can do here, you have to do that and apply it appropriately. 100% payment secured. You can just change it by entering your own text and all the rest here. If you think some of them should be removed, you can just click on the remove here and remove the corresponding text as well. Then you save changes. And if you want to remove the entire section too, you remove them one after another and do it just as you deem appropriate. The next footer section is this one located here plus the social icons here. Let's go back and continue. So even the footer style can be changed. We have the default one, footer version 1, and we have version 2. So we can change it to which one we want. This logo here can be either shown or hidden using this option. Show footer logo, off or on. If we select off, then of course it will be hidden. Then if we don't upload any logo, then the one we uploaded will be the one to be used. There is a text at the right hand side of the logo, easy and trusted online shop. So we can also edit that. The next is social footer icons, the ones here. And it is very good to leave these and to customize them with social media handles. So we can make changes to those ones at the widgets area, save changes. The next section is this particular area. Now these are various locations that have had items placed there. So this area can be managed using the widgets section or the widgets feature of WordPress. So widgets are small blocks of content that are placed at specific locations of the website for specific purposes. And so you can see here this particular section features some text and an email area where customers can enter their email addresses to join the newsletter. This is categories area, and these are yet other ones. So to modify this, we have to go to the dashboard. Then let's go to appearance, then widgets. And we want to modify the footer widgets. So we have footer column 1, which is the one in the first column here, up to footer column 4. And the first one is text, the second two is text. So let's say that we want to keep this text here, just as you can see at the column here, and leave some contact information such as a phone number or email address or both. Then we can just modify it and place our number there, then change the email address to, as well as the information down here, and save changes. The next is the newsletter, and this is a short code that helps to display the search form, as we can see down here. We can decide to keep it or to delete it. Footer column 2 shows product categories, and we can enable this. We can just leave it as it is. The next is footer column 3, customers area, and this one is supposed to be a menu, but there is no menu assigned to it. You can select a menu. You can choose to replace this with something else or to get rid of it entirely by deleting it. And the last one, footer column 4, we can also choose to replace this with something else or otherwise delete it. If you want to place something in these areas, these widget areas, these are the widgets, the various widgets that you can use. For example, this is an image. You can just drag and drop an image here and choose it from the media library. Then it will be shown at the specific footer column that we have placed. So you can go through and find out which one will be okay to place there. Now the last part is the payment gateway section down here, and then the copyright text at the very bottom. So let's go back to our theme options and go to footer. Scroll down, and we have the option of either enabling or disabling this section, the footer bottom bar, and then this is the footer payment icons. So the payment icons are the payment gateways here, where we can showcase to customers various payment methods that we accept or payment gateways that we accept on our store. And in that regard, we can just upload the various images of those payment gateways. So let's say that you accept Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. You can just keep them, delete the rest, or upload images of new payment gateways that you accept, such as mobile money and all that. The next section is the copyright text. So you can just modify it. Your website address should be here. In my case, it is my store.test. Then the name of the website. Save changes. Back to our website to refresh it and to see the changes done so far. So this is what we have accomplished so far. We have our headers, our logo, our vertical navigation menu, our sliding images here, our slider section, product categories, some icons with information, then products in different sections, such as deals of the day, best rated products, new arrivals, some products in 2 categories, flash sales section, and our footer section. We can also change the color of the website, the dominant color, the primary color, in which case we go back to the dashboard. Then at the theme options, we click on styling, and as you can see here, the main theme color is green. So we can change this to whichever color we desire. In my case, I'm choosing orange. Save changes, refresh website to see the changes. And this is the appearance of my website now. A completely new appearance.